Beyonce accused of witchcraft through her new candle. We gotta talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I cover all things pop culture. So if you are looking for a new messy best friend who has all the tea, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would be so incredibly grateful. Listen. Okay, so there has been a lot about Beyonce, and girl, when I tell you, I've been here just sipping the tea, and I'm like, I would have never thought I would see the day of people turning their backs on Beyonce. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of people have unfollowed her. Now, you could, of course, blame all the Diddy of, the diddler of it all, but I think that this has come, for a while now. I think for so long, people were very scared I think they were very scared to say anything negative about Beyonce, because if they said one thing negative about Beyonce, people would turn on them. I don't know if you guys know this, but I was on this show called Jubilee, and they did this like kind of odd man out game where you had to pretend, I had to pretend I was a Beyonce hater. And I was pretending to be a Beyonce fan, but in reality, I was a Beyonce hater. And it was a game where people had to guess who the undercover hater was. And spoiler alert, I ended up winning $500. And I won. Nobody ever, suspected a thing. But the aftermath of that was horrible. I was getting death threats. I was getting fat shamed. My family was getting bombarded on their social medias. I was getting yelled at the stores. Like when I would go out, like it was absolutely insane. The horrible things people were saying about me. And the thing is, I didn't even say anything negative about Beyonce. I just said that, she's just not my cup of tea. I prefer Britney Spears more. But anyways, for a long time, people were terrified of saying anything negative. But I think that time has changed. And I think that a lot of people are putting two and two together. And, they're calling her out of having any, association with Diddy. And there's a lot of things with like Aaliyah, may she rest in peace. God, I loved her. So many things that so many conspiracies and theories that people have, alleged about Beyonce. You have, of course, Jaguar Wright. You have all these things. So it's becoming very, very, evident that people are turning a new leaf. But, okay, so I found this video on TikTok that I want to watch together, okay? So we're going to watch together and we're going to talk about it in the meantime, okay? So look. This is absolutely crazy. So this girl right here is basically accusing Beyonce of putting witchcraft in her new candle line, okay? So I'm just gonna play it for you here, and then we can like watch and talk.
At this point, it's just getting desperate. I see that you are in your desperate area. You're losing followers. You're coming out with this sacred candle line for $60. What makes your candle so different than anybody else's? Okay, the people are tripping over the prices, but y'all really need to be concerned about what this candle is releasing into your atmosphere. And per Beyonce, this is supposed to release the ancestral ambiance into your atmosphere so you can connect with your inner roots, okay?
Okay, so let's just take a second and talk about this just for a quick second. So, they do say, so I went to Salem, right? Salem, Massachusetts. And I went to all these amazing stores, and I'm all about like crystals and energies and sage. My first love, my passion, my energy, my devotion is to God, to Jesus Christ. But I do believe that there are certain things that I have picked up along the way that make me feel like, I'm doing good, which is, crystals and stuff. I understand that some people might say, well, if you love God, you can't love that. We all have our different relationships. No one should judge nobody. But when I was there, they did tell me that they would put certain things into like candles or incense or, symbols and little jewelry. Like they would actually put spells in materials, and if you light them or you hold them or you give it to someone that has a spell, you are doing work on them, right? That's what this wonderful lady told me. She had this gorgeous like 100-year-old or something store of like crystals and just candles, and it was just so beautiful. And she actually did like, witchcraft, but she called it light magic. So, I could definitely testify that they do that.
You already know Beyonce Beyonce is very vocal about the God that she serves, the goddess of Oshun. We know that she practices witchcraft. I mean, whether she admits it or not, she is a full-blown witch. She already started with you guys putting this witchcraft into your hair when she released her hairline with shampoos and conditioners. You're literally moisturizing whatever witchcraft that she has put inside of these bottles of shampoo and conditioner. And now she wants you to release this candle into your atmosphere so you can connect with your ancestors. Now, y'all know me. I'm not for it. I'm not here for it whatsoever. I mean, she has yet to, she's never going to acknowledge what's going on with the whole Diddy shenanigans. She was just completely releasing new products saying F her fans. And you guys are just so hard down for this witch. I truly hope that God removes the scales from your eyes and release you from this bondage, because it is clear she is trying to keep you guys in a stronghold, and she is doing it by way of her music, by way of this hairline, and by way of these candles, and by way of whatever else that she's just hypnotizing you guys with, the whole goddess energy and aura and all this weird stuff that's going on. But as for me, in my home, we serve the Lord, and we will not be buying no sacred candles.
So if you want to see more of this creator, her name is The Political Entrepreneur. And she go check her out if you want to know some more about that. I do have to say, like, you know, I believe that we all have our journeys and our religions, right? I don't look down on someone that doesn't share my beliefs. You know, I do believe, you know, after going to Salem and meeting such amazing people, and, you know, meeting people that practice light magic, and hearing about witchcraft and all these things, you know, just because I believe in something else that you don't believe doesn't mean we can't get along. You know, as long as we respect one another, that's it. But Beyonce, she has this, like, reputation of being a dark magic, and that is why a lot of people have a lot of issues with her, because they believe that she practices something very dark. You know, I live in Hollywood, and I will say that there is a lot of eerie darkness here. You know, I've heard about crazy rituals being done. I've heard about the craziest things happening. You know, people will do whatever it takes to maintain power and money and fame, you know, and they really don't care about what happens. You know, I'm all about here. Let me just tell you something, okay? One thing that I've learned from a very young age is, you know, we have to be very careful who we support. We have to be very careful what we bring into our home and what we allow, right? And also who we, you know, surround ourselves with, right? I will say that, you know, seeing this turn on Beyonce and seeing how millions of people are turning their backs on Beyonce, it astonishes me. You know, some people have very strong allegations towards Beyonce, and, you know, bringing Aaliyah and just all these things from the past that you just never know what to believe, right? Beyonce has, of course, yet to talk about anything and or to, you know, to confirm nor deny any type of witchcraft or anything. But I would be very careful. You know, I would be very careful. I think what you bring into your home is very important, and who you allow in your home is very important. I don't think that everyone has the best intentions for you, and I think that you have to be very weary of everyone, you know, and that's just the sad truth. But, you know, they could smile to your face, and they could be someone completely different wishing you ill will, right? And with Beyonce, with the reputation that she has, I don't know about the candles, you know, like if it's true that she practices witchcraft or something, you know, obviously this is all alleged, but, you know, it is a little scary. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments. Like I said, you know, I've met a lot of practicing witches and whose their religion is Wicca, right? Wiccan. And I want to know exactly what it's called, because I don't want to offend anybody. So hang on, give me a second. I think it's Wiccan, right? Wait, hang on. Wicca, sorry, Wicca. I respect everyone. You know, in my home reigns God, all, you know, forever and all eternity. I am very God-fearing, and, you know, I believe in Jesus Christ, and that's just the way that I live my life. But I don't judge nobody who lives their life any other way. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you're not wishing anyone ill will, you're not going out of your way to do harm onto people, I really don't care what you believe in. That's none of my business, period. But with Beyonce, you just never know, girl. You know, you never know. There's so many allegations, so many conspiracies, so many different theories. And of course, bringing Diddy into this, it just makes everything seem so much more dark. But of course, I'm not saying it's true. I just found this video to be very interesting. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to go check the creator out. I will give you guys her TikTok once again. Her TikTok is The Political Entrepreneur. And yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I love you all so much. And it is true. Be very wary of what you allow in your home. I think it's very important. I love you all, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah. Bye.